So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Gee, you missed a service that was fashioned, created, led by the youth of Jubilee, with help provided by Leanne, of course, and Greg Daly. Today was an outreach service. We were invited to look in and to look out. There was some remarkable music, some good choir stuff, and some group singing, and some guitar, and some piano, and organ. There's everything actually seemed to happen today musically. The youth told stories. They told their inspirations. The people who gave them courage, the people who gave them hope. And it was very powerful. Leanne invited all of us to think for ourselves and to imagine the people that we would reach out to. The people that we sometimes struggle with, the ones that we often overlook, and imagine asking them what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and empathetically beginning to connect with those people. It was very powerful. And Greg preached, and it was great preaching. Greg, throughout the whole service, but in the sermon in particular, Greg invited us to show up, and noted that we had. There we were. He invited us to sit up. That is, to be attentive, to listen, to pay attention, to hear the voices that we don't always hear, to recognize the voice of God in places that we're not always accustomed to finding the voice of God, to tune out the voices that we always hear, the ones that tell us that those people don't matter and we don't need to care about that, and there's nothing we can do, and instead to listen to the real voices, the voices of people like you and me. So showing up, sitting up, that was great. But then we were invited to stand up and do something, to actually go where we haven't been before. Go and recognize the connection that we have to each other. Go and nurture relationship. We talked about the homeless, but we talked about anybody out in the margins. It was a very exciting service, uplifting, challenging, and I didn't have to do much anything. I just got to play a little bit of music, which was great fun. So if you're at Jubilee today, you were invited to show up, to sit up, pay attention, and to stand up and make a difference. So even if you couldn't show up today, we understand, but you can sit up and you can pay attention to the voices around you. You can look. You can look with eyes of compassion and concern. And then you can stand up and make a difference. That's what happened at Jubilee today. That's what you missed if you weren't with us. But I hope that won't continue. I hope you'll see us soon. I hope we'll see you soon. God bless.